It's a light, heavy meat down meat, and curious to get your thoughts on this one because I personally am very torn. Dustin Jacoby, aka the Hanyak, is a minus 165 favorite, taking on the undefeated Azamat Murzakanov, and Meat is 11-0 overall, 2-0 in the UFC, and is a plus 140 dog in this one. And I'm curious to see where you're gonna go because all we've seen from Murzakanov is pretty solid. I mean, 2-0 as mentioned in the UFC, both finishes. Most recently got one against Devin the Brown Bear Clark, and Devin the Brown Bear is a guy who the last 2 years I would say is finally starting to come into his own and is really improving. And he really made easy work of the Brown Bear in that one, and then did the same thing to Tafon and Chukwi before that with that absolutely sick flying knee. And that was a fight that he saw some adversity. It's possible he might have even lost a decision had that fight gone for the rest of the 15 minutes, but Murzakanov just found a way to win, and that's something that this guy historically has been able to do. I mean, if you scroll through his pre-UFC wins, some of them are pretty impressive. I mean, he finished Andre Muniz with basically one punch, and that was easy light work. And then he has wins over Matthias Scheffel, who is kind of fake killing it in the PFL, and then he also smoked Mohamed Fakhreddine, aka Fakrox, and that was easy work as well. So Murzakanov, although he doesn't have a lot of professional experience, the guys he's fought have been pretty solid, and he's really been running through everyone. So, do you think that Jacoby is the next one on his list, or is Dustin Jacoby just too well rounded? I mean, if you look at all the wins Jacoby has, he's basically won 9 of his last 10 in the UFC, and he did drop a most recent split decision to Khalil Roundtree Jr., and that was a very fascinating fight because it was one where on paper Jacoby outstruck him like 120 to 80. He had more strikes landed in all 3 rounds, but he lost a split. He lost a split decision, and a lot of the strikes he was landing throughout that contest were leg kick after leg kick after leg kick, and we kind of discovered in that fight that you can't win a fight just on leg kicks. So, do you think Jacoby is going to mix it up even more so against Murzakanov? And if so, is it going to be enough to get him a rebound victory, or does Zakhanov just get a 12th win and stay undefeated? Who are you taking? This one's fun.
Yeah, this is a very fun fight. And man, I don't know. I'm going back and forth. Jacoby, he's very good. He's fought some of the best in the kickboxing world coming over the UFC. He's fought a lot of top guys. But that last fight was just like, he's kicking legs, didn't really do much, while Roundtree was hitting more of the face and the body, ripping a lot more. I don't know. I kind of liked what you said where Azatmat, just the professional, he kind of just always figures out a way to win, and he's got a beautiful win streak. He's only getting better and better. He looked great his last fight, and I think I like it as a dog. I think he's gonna get it done. I think the professional is going to, do whatever is necessary to make sure to get this. If it's decision, knockout, crap, maybe even a submission, but I do see a decision. I will be very impressed if he can knock out Dustin Jacoby because he is no joke. He's got a heck of a chin. Not many people, I don't know if anyone can really finish him. If the professional gets it done, that's going to be mind-blowing. So I'm going with the professional. I like the dog in this, and I'm actually surprised that he's this big of a dog.
Yeah, I think that if you're bullish on Zakhanov, that it's pretty decent odds for sure. And you mentioned maybe a submission is something that Azamat can pull off on Jacoby, which I don't know, that wouldn't be the craziest thing. Jacoby does have 2 submission losses on his record, but our boy Murzakanov only really does have the 1 submission victory, and it was against Bogdan Bulak, and I don't know, Mead. I kind of think that Dustin Jacoby is a Bogdan Bulak in this one. I got to roll with Jacoby. I think the Hanyak is just going to be a little bit too fluid, a little bit too crisp on the feet, and Jacoby, I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot of guys in this division who can really just go strike for strike and stand with the guy because the dude is tough as nails and always finds ways to get victories. I mean, it's been crazy to see what this guy has done because if you remember, he started in the UFC way back in 2011, went on just a fat L streak, got cut, went on different promotions, and earned his way back. And since doing so, he's really been on a pretty much tear. So he's part of that sort of like that Brandon Moreno blueprint where the success isn't there early and then goes to refine his craft, and comes back and absolutely kills it. So I think that in this one, Jacoby is it's going to be more of the same. I like him to really frustrate Murzakanov with his height and reach. I mean, the guy's big, right? 6'3", 78-inch reach. And the professional, meanwhile, is only 5'10", kind of stumpy at those 71-inch reach. And I don't know, while Murzakanov is the professional, I see Jacoby making Murzakanov look like the amateur in this one. So I got to go with the Hanyak. I think that he gets a decision or maybe even a late finish just by landing so many strikes on what I think will be a helpless, defenseless professional. So I'm going with Jacoby in this one. If we look at Tapology, though, meet 65% is rolling with your boy, 35% is rolling with Murzakanov, and there is a lot of brown. Could you see a KO pathway for the professional as well?
I mean, the professional's 90% win rate is with a KO, so if it does happen, not surprised. I could see him get a decision, but Jacoby is a big guy. He's got a lot of reach, big reach advantage. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what the professional's game plan is to get it done. But I have faith. The professional's been pulling through 12-0, and I think he's going to keep it going.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. Perhaps he is able to do so. I mean, both these guys are getting up there in age, and it's a pivotal opportunity for both men. So let us know down below who you're rolling with. Meat is going with Murzakanov to stay undefeated. Your boy is rolling with the Hanyak, Dustin Jacoby. But comment down below. Let us know who you're rocking with.